Your Excellency, may we remain standing. Of course, this event is women talking. Your Excellency, men have little or no option than to stand for the women. So, Your Excellency, permit me to invite for the Women's National Anthem, the DG. DG, are you ready? In solidarity to all women. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, this is beautiful. The women boys is hard. Your Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State and Chairman, Northwest Governors Forum, Malam Diko Maradda, PhD, CON, Your Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, Your Excellency, the Governor of Jigawa State, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, Engineer Amin Usman Gumel, FNSC, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI, the Honorable Special Assistant to Mr. President on Women Affairs, Hajia Fatima Farooq Abubakar, the World Bank Country Director, Mr. Matthew Varghese, my very good friend, Mr. Michael Elisami, TTL, Nigeria for Women Project. Your Excellency, TTL means Team Leader, Team Tax Leader, Nigeria for Women Project. Mr. Michael, you are welcome. Your Excellency, the Honorable Commissioners representing their Excellencies, the governors of Kaduna, Ogun, Kano, and Gombe State, the host Commissioner of Women Affairs, Honorable Commissioner, the host, Hajia Hadiza Abubakar Yaradua, the Honorable Commissioners of Women Affairs, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Jigawa State, the Chief of Staff Government House, Honorable Nasir, Abdulkadir Nasir, members of the State Executive Council here present, Chairman and other Chief Executive Officers of various departments and agencies, Head of Security Agencies here present, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry for Women Affairs, Katsina State, Ulas Akanan Kaluba, Dr. Nura Murtala, the Permanent Secretary representing Niger State, Ministry for Women Affairs, members of the women affinity groups, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the praised security agents, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellencies, we are here today for a very unique event, that is the flag off of Nigeria for Women Project Summit, Northwest region, taking place in this presidential banquet hall, Government House, Katsina. Your Excellency, women already have voice in Katsina State. We are all living witnesses that a lot of projects are targeted at women in Katsina State long before the advent of these projects. Your Excellency, before we go further, permit me to invite the Special Advisor on Girl Child Education to lead us in the opening prayer. Honorable Special Advisor, this is all women affairs. We also belong. This way? Walk about the mic. And let her come on. Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this gathering.
Thank you. Amin. May Allah grant our praise. Your Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Jigawa, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara, the Honorable Minister, other distinguished invited guests, our Royal Father, the Sain Kasara Hausa representing the Emir of Daura. Your Excellency, permit me to now invite the host, the Indefatigable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Katsina State, Honorable Hadiza Abubakar Ardua, to come and say a big welcome to her guests. May we please give her a round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Your Excellencies, please permit me to stand on all existing protocol due to time. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to Katsina State for the Nigeria for Women Project Scale-Up Summit. I sincerely thank the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and the World Bank for their leadership, vision, and unwavering support for this project. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs has been at the forefront of designing policies and frameworks that guide the implementation of this project across the country. The World Bank, as a technical and financial partner, has played a crucial role in bringing this vision to life. Through their resources, their expertise, and commitment to inclusive development, the World Bank has supported states in building systems that enable women to organize, save, access credit, and grow their businesses. Without their support, the project would not have reached the structure it has today. It is through the strong collaboration between the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and the World Bank that we are gathered here today, and not just to discuss ideas, but to move this shared vision forward with practical actions that will make a real difference in the lives of women, not only in Katsina State, in the country as a whole. This summit is not just a conference, it's a call to action, a call for all of us to come together as leaders, as development partners, as advocates for progress and peace. A call for us to ask, how can we do better? How can we make sure the Nigeria for Women project is not just a policy on paper, but a tool for real transformation? The Nigeria for Women Scale-Up project comes at a very critical time across the country, especially here in the northern Nigeria, where women are asking for more sympathy. They're being asked to be listened to and to be guided and to be given platform to thrive. They're asking for opportunities, for skills, for support, and for space to lead and grow. They're asking to be seen and to be heard. We have seen what is possible from the states like Niger, Kebbi, and Ogun that are leading this effort. These states have shown that with strong political will and community engagement, the Nigeria for Women project can change lives. Let us learn from these examples as we work to strengthen our efforts in Katsina State. One key issue that we must pay attention to is funding. Women-led cooperatives and small businesses cannot grow without access to finance. Many women have the discipline to manage resources. What they need is access, platform, and trust. We must engage financial institutions, microfinance banks, and other partners to create solutions that are practical and inclusive. For too long, society has told women what they cannot do, but we have seen that when women are given a chance, they lead with strength, they lead with compassion, and they have good end results. It's time to change the stories that we tell. It is time to raise our children to believe that gender does not define value. Let us not forget inclusion. When we talk about women, we must think of the rural women, the vulnerable, the young, the disabled women, widows, women displaced by conflict. Every woman counts. As we begin this summit, let us remember why we're here. We are here to build a future where no woman is left behind. We are here to find solutions that will strengthen our region. Most importantly, we are here because of His Excellency Malam Duko Umarada for keying into this project, for keying into whatever it takes to uplift women in the rural communities, and for being passionate about giving women such as myself the power and the platform to lead with change. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, and I wish everyone a safe journey back home. Thank you.
Thank you. That has been the welcome address delivered by the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Katsina State, Hajia Hadiza Yaradua. Please, can we give her another round of applause? Thank you. Your Excellency, there are distinguished women that graced this occasion representing their states. Apart from Northwest, other states that have joined this very important event. So may I use this opportunity to quickly recognize their presence, Your Excellency. We have Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Kebbi State. May you please rise for recognition, Hajia Halima Hassan Kamba. Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs and Disabled, Kano State, Honorable Amina Abdullahi Sani. Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Social Development, Zamfara State, Honorable Aisha MZ, Anka. Your Excellency, you also have Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs from Kaduna State, Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Jigawa State, Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs, Gombe State, Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Ogun State. They have not arrived, but they will join us in the afternoon, Your Excellency. Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Niger State. She has not yet arrived. And then, Your Excellency, our own Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Hadiza Abubakar Yaradua. Your Excellency, may I now invite the World Bank Country Director in person of Matthew Bagis to deliver his remarks. And he is being represented by the TTL, Michael Ellison. You are welcome. May we welcome him, please.
Women, Your Excellency, permit me to stand on existing protocol. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, the host of the summit, Your Excellencies, Jigawa and Zamfara State Governors, represented by the Deputy Governors, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, who's the champion for this program. I bring you greetings from Matthew, the World Bank Country Director, who would have loved to be here, but only just arrived Nigeria yesterday. And so, Your Excellencies, I would like to, on his behalf, deliver goodwill. I think it's no gainsaying that empowering women is not just something we want to do. It is smart economics, because when you empower a woman, you're actually empowering a whole community and, by extension, the nation. And there's evidence across Nigeria, but also across the world, that by empowering women, that's the only way to transform economies. In Nigeria, data from the World Bank suggests that if we can address some of the barriers to women's economic empowerment, we could unlock between 9 to 27 billion US dollars into our GDP. And you know what that means. You know, anyone who's got a calculator can do the numbers. 9 to 27 billion dollars. That's a whole lot. And so it's with that at the back of our mind that we're supporting the government of Nigeria and government of the states with a program like this. I would like to note that the Nigeria for Women program is not only a flagship women's economic empowerment program in Nigeria, it's the biggest of its kind on the continent, right? So when we started in 2018, we started small with $100 million. But 2 years into the program, the Nigeria Governors Forum had reached out together with the Federal Minister of Finance and the Federal Minister of Women Affairs to say, we want to expand this into a national program. And that's what birthed the Nigeria for Women Scale-Up operation. Now, Why are we passionate about this? In 2.5 years of implementing Nigeria for Women, 460,000 women across 6 states, 18 local governments were able to improve their livelihoods. Not only were they able to have more money in their pockets, they were able to actually transform the lives of their households. And one of the most profound moments for me on this program was when I visited Agai local government in Niger State. You know, I met the Emir of Agai and I asked, Your Royal Highness, why are you passionate about this program? And he said something which I would never forget. He said, Michael, since this program started in my domain, the number of women who come to the Emirate Council to complain that their husbands are not taking care of them have reduced by over 95%. You know what that means? He said, look, that has helped us to save time, and so we would rather commit part of that time to ensure that other women are part of it. And pretty much everywhere we go to, Argungu, you know, anywhere, you find the emirs, you find the traditional rulers, their wives are actually part of the women affinity group. And so these programs being accepted across board from the lowest to the highest. And that's why we have today, not only is this program being celebrated in communities, it's also being celebrated at the highest levels of government. So that, I think, for me as a Nigerian, first and foremost, but also as a bank, TTL for this operation gladdens my heart. And Your Excellency, I stand bold to say that this is going to be one of the biggest legacies of your administration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the TTL. Mr. Michael, representing the World Bank Director. Can we please give him another powerful round of applause? Your Excellency, before we go further, there is a clip we want to show, to showcase the activities of Women Project in Nigeria under the ever leadership of the Honorable Minister. So, DJ, if you are ready, we give just 5 minutes.
So people would ask me, what's the biggest challenge facing women? And truthfully, it's not
consistent with her monthly contributions. A few months later, she applied for a loan and she got it. With the loan, she expanded her okra and maize business and was selling her maize in large quantity. She sold more and more. Business started to look great. Many months later, after paying back the first loan, she was given another and bought a grinding machine. Many people patronized her, and she could grind her own products. At this time, she received a grant of 60,000 naira from the Women Affinity Group by the Nigeria for Women project. Adding that to her savings, she bought a motorcycle. 1 motorcycle became 2, 2 became 3. My mother is fulfilled but not giving up. She works smart and puts in more effort. My siblings and I now go to school. My big brother is now in the university. My father is so proud of my mother, and we are too. Oh, there's more. My mother is building a house.
Na gode ma wannan kungiya, alhamdulillah, tun daga yana gidan kaina wannan kungiya wanda cewa komai sai alhamdulillah, ubangiji Allah ya ƙara haskaka ta, Allah ya buɗa ta. Wannan kungiya ta yi man daɗi.
This is my mother's story of hope, growth, and determination. The Nigeria for Women project has touched over 400,000 lives, and my mother, Adama, is proud to be one, and we are proud of her success.
Thank you. This is a wonderful documentary, and I believe we all understand the message being sent by the Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs, Katsina State, that Katsina State is doing well in empowering women. And the Honorable Minister is bringing another gear to reinvigorate the women in Katsina State and Northwest in general. Your Excellency, at this juncture, you permit me to invite the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs of the state to deliver a 2-minute goodwill message. Can we please join me to welcome her? Hajia Halima Hassan Kamba. Ahaye mata.
Your Excellency, with your permission, I wish to stand on existing protocol. The Commissioner for Budget the Commissioner for Budget is supposed to represent my governor. He's actually on his way. He just had problems with the flight. I was supposed to bring him to Katsina. However, I will do something being the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Kebbi State. And we are having a scale-up, like you know, on the little I know since the time I came on board as the Commissioner for the Women Affairs on Nigeria for Women project in Kebbi State. Project implementation of the Nigeria for Women program in Kebbi State. Nigeria for Women project operated in 3 local governments of Kebbi State, Arugungu, Mayama, and Ingaski, targeting 54,000 women. However, 36,000 women affinity groups were formed with 80,493 women who were registered as beneficiaries. 349 ward facilitators were recruited. The ward facilitators mobilized women to form WACs, mentored the WACs, formed and trained the WACs essentially on financial education, savings and credit skills, business management, gender and life skills. The achievements of the Nigeria for Women project in Kebbi State, I will itemize briefly. Savings and loans. The WACs in Kebbi State saved 635 million, which they keep lending to members, supporting individual businesses and cash out yearly. In addition, social funds amounting to 61.5 million were also saved by women to support members during emergencies. These funds that they save, they loan them out to individual beneficiaries amongst themselves, and it's recycling. You pay, and you pay with little interest, which has supported the women and has also helped to empower them. Secondly, there were livelihood grants as well. 33.2 billion was disbursed to 72,254 women in Kebbi State to support them in their individual businesses. The amount ranges from 30,000 to 60,000, depending on the WAG and the number of, the WAG means the women affinity groups, and these women affinity groups were credited with 60 to 30,000, depending on the business you wanted to do. And that also supported members to expand their businesses and also to continue with as usual. There was also collective support. 40 collectives, rice, granite, and dairy value chains with over 7,200 women were direct beneficiaries. Each collective is fully constructed and equipped with the required machines and equipment based on GEM, parboiling technology, to scale up the women's production capacity. Increased income, contributing to sustainable livelihoods across the benefiting communities and the state as large, also was improved. So in essence, this project has helped to empower the women of Kebbi State. The collectives are currently being processed. The collectives are currently being processed. Rice is being processed and even sold out in large quantities. The same thing as granules and also dairy products. All of these are things we get locally in Kebbi State, and the women have been taught how to manufacture them, how to use them. They have been provided with machineries, and I tell you, we have a lot of productivity of these items going out of the Kebbi State, which is a kind of form of economic empowerment and also of economic benefit to the state. So in essence, the Kebbi State has benefited. That is why our able governor did not waste time to re-register for a scale, and he has also contributed the required counterpart funding for Kebbi State to continue on the scale up with the Nigeria for Women project. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Kebbi State, Hajia Halima Hassan Kamba. We have had a success story of Nigeria for Women project in Kebbi State. You are doing well. Looks like the Honorable Minister is saying. Your Excellency, next to speak to us is the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Kaduna State, Hajia Rag Salisu. So you're welcome. Please join me to welcome her. You know, Kaduna State in the Northwest is unique. They had 2 times Deputy Governor female, and they are doing well for the female in Kaduna State.
No woman, empower the woman. I was realizing, ignore the women and ignore your vote. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, sir, I beg to stand on the already existing protocol because of the time. It is an honor and privilege for me to stand here before you to read the speech of His Excellency Senator Malam Obasani. This initiative is a beacon of hope for thousands of women across Northwest and Nigeria at large. It is to empower them and drive positive change in their various communities. The project is focused on financial inclusion, capacity building, and social empowerment, aligned perfectly with Nigeria's development goals. By supporting women through entrepreneurship, training and vocational training, access to credit facilities, we can unlock and full
the potential of Nigerian women by this program. One of the key highlights of this project, improved livelihoods. The project has already shown promising outcomes, with thousands of women benefiting from economic opportunities across Nigeria. Skills development, another key highlight of the project, is women providing access to financial services and financial independence. Capital and providing access to all inclusion. Another key pillar of this project is building strong partnership and collaboration between the World Bank, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, and the states that are going to benefit from it. At this juncture, I want to seize this opportunity to share Kaduna State experience on women economic empowerment and economic financial inclusion. Our transformative initiative is as follows. Development of Kaduna State Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security, CATSAP 1, Kaduna State Gender Affirmative Procurement Policy, Gender Equity and Social Inclusion Policy, Women Economic Empowerment Policy. This state government has promoted gender sensitivity in budgeting. In the 2025 budget line, the sum of 5 billion naira was provided for Women Economic Empowerment Grant. Additionally, this provision, it is to implement the Women Economic Empowerment Policy, which was launched last year, October, and this money is going to be granted to all 20,850 women across the state by October 2025. 800 out of adolescent young girls have been provided with vocational skills. They were not only supported with numeracy and also literacy skills, but they were given startup kits. Women are provided with modern farming techniques and empowerment, including free fertilizer. More women now have access to quality education, free maternal and child health care services. The Kaduna State government has been vigorously pursuing its women economic empowerment programs. It has been providing financial assistance to women through the KG Cares, and equally have been given startup for capital in the rural women. 5,000 women have been trained in digital skills, literacy training, and agriculture, artificial intelligence, and entrepreneurship application. This program was executed by Data Science Nigeria, Arewa Tech for Ladies, to serve as a semi-urban rural communities in the state, offering specialization on women focus, learning mentorship, and job replacement in facilities environments. Remarkable achievements have been made in this implementation of government agricultural revitalization programs in the state. We have specialized in targeting rural women. Rural women have benefited from 15,000 women, metric tons of fertilizer, farmers, and also free AA, Koma and Akoma Gona initiative for women, targeting 40,000 women and also smallholders in collaboration with World Bank and also Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And also, the state government provided 200 million naira seed for women economic empowerment so as to create enabling job for 10,780,000. All these women have benefited is in last year's budget, and similarly, this year, the budget have increased to double the effort of the women. Visitation and support of internally displaced persons, share plan and providing psychosocial support, support to women in IDP camps, and also features distribution of food palliatives by trucks of rice and also vulnerable items for only women and people with disability. Distribution of startup package for adolescent girl child, those that are out of school, 10,000 adolescent girl child and 11,000 almajiris have been enrolled into the Western school through this initiative of empowering women and our girls. provision of medical assistance and relief for vulnerable cancer patients in the state, where 3,000 women have benefited through this scheme. Cash transfer through the AG Cares and actual recovery have stimulated the beneficiaries and livelihood programs, where 17,000 women have benefited from the KADI Cares of 50,000 naira cash for 3 months. Shelter homes are under construction in 3 geopolitical zones, while we still have the biggest shelter in Africa that have 100-bed capacity for women and girls in the state, in collaboration with UNICEF. The state government has been providing gender-based violence prevention and also sexual assault referral centers, where we have 5 in the state. I call on us today here to work together, scale up and promote impact. We must reach out to women across Nigeria to drive positive change in our community. We must strengthen our collaboration, integration, partnership, and foster collective support for the Northwest region and Nigeria at large. In this juncture, I would like to congratulate Katsina State Government for coming on board on this Women Economic Empowerment Project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That has been the Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs, Kaduna State, with her success stories in Kaduna State on how women have been empowered by His Excellency Senator Obasani. May you please give her another round of applause. Thank you. Your Excellencies, before they fix the podium proper, may we use this opportunity to show a few minutes, 4 minutes documentary before we take the Honorable Minister, Your Excellency. DJ, are you ready with that?
See them standing on their own and be able to fend for themselves and support the family. So when this program for Women Project was introduced to us, the state quickly jumped into it because it's a big solution to the problems the women encountered in different aspects, especially the most vulnerable among them. Because it's a program that cares for women, and then it allows women to do things for themselves. They form themselves into organizations, and it provides capacity building, it provides solution to finances, it provides solution to marketing. So it's all encompassing, and these are the kind of project that we need, that is sustainable and that allows women to stand on their feet and be able to support the family. We just key into it because the state has already gone far in trying to see how we empowered women in most aspects, including we involve them in irrigation farming, backyard farming, and we also engage them in the rearing of goats, which is a major milestone of women. In that aspect alone, we empowered over 36,000 women across all the wards and villages in the state, and the selection was made purposely using the community-level committees, and which is an indigenous committee that provide solutions to most of the problems in those communities. And a lot of other projects that we have done for women. We did a lot of empowerment for women and a lot of support for women, thousands of them, since when we came into power for the last 2 years. But the only difference between what we did to women and what the Nigerian for Women project is doing, this is a complete solution package that solves and provides solutions to problems for women: marketing, financing, capacity, organization, ability. These are all things that are put in place to make sure that, and we thank the World Bank for introducing this project to us, and those managing it, the TTL and the other staff that are managing it from the World Bank, and they have been giving us cooperation. The Ministry of Women Affairs, who have been steering the affairs, and the coordination unit in the ministry under the Nigerian for Women project, they are all doing their best. The whole team are doing their best, and we are proud to say that they are doing things, and we appreciate all their efforts. All we are calling now is that we will have synergy between the states, we will have synergy between different organizations we are putting up in the states, so that together we can help to build the state, to improve on the economy, to improve on their life expectancy, and also to improve on their general livelihood. I'm very glad with what the ministry is doing under the leadership of the Honorable Commissioner, and also what the project coordinator is also doing and the team, because they have become a shining example among the teams from various states that have keyed into the Nigerian for Women project. So we are proud of the results we are getting. We are proud of they have changed the narratives in terms of the movement of the project forward. And I would say that we thank them very well, and we are proud of them.
Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, what we have seen just now is like endorsement of His Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State, on the activities of Ministry for Women Affairs in Katsina State. The Honorable Commissioner is doing well. We congratulate you on this seal stamped by His Excellency on your activities. Thank you. Your Excellency, next we are going to listen to the Honorable Minister, who was all the way brings to Katsina State Nigeria for Women project. Hajia Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI. Your Excellency, since she has been appointed as minister, she has been up and doing in changing the plight of women in Nigeria. This is just one project that she has brought to Katsina State and the Northwest in general. So permit me to welcome her, and may you join me to welcome Hajia Iman Suleiman, the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs. Gaskiya kamar ba ku da handi ko in taimaka muku.
Great Katsina women, build the women, empower the women, support the women. ignore the women, and lose election. But I'm confident that our Northwest governors will not lose election because they are supporting the women. And as long as you support the women will support you. You know, women, we don't gamble. In 2027, we're going to block our votes and give it to these governors and His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu so that they can be able to support us. Because I tell people, thank you, Your Excellency, that when we serve God, it's because we trust Him to answer our prayers. So politics is not religion. So we're going to follow Who Know Road. We're going to support them so that we can be able to also move forward as women in Nigeria. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. May I start by recognizing our he for she, the Super Governor of Katsina State, His Excellency Governor Dikko Rada. May I also recognize the Deputy Governors of Gawa and Zamfara State that are ably representing the governors of their states. We also appreciate what you're doing for women in your states and in the Northwest at large. May I recognize our Deputy National Leader of the APC, Hajiya Zainab Abubakar. Welcome home. As you all may be aware, Hajiya Zainab is a Katsina wife, so she's back home. May I recognize the World Bank Country Director, who is ably represented by the tax team lead, my brother Michael Ilesemi, our Superman. I would love to recognize my darling sister, the Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs for Katsina State, Hadiza Adua. We thank you for driving excellence. We thank you for the great work that you're doing. May I also recognize the Commissioner for Kaduna State, who is ably representing my big brother, the Executive Governor, Governor Obasani. I'd love to recognize the Commissioners of Women Affairs for Jigawa, for Kano, Gombe, Zamfara, Kebbi, and Sokoto. I appreciate you all. I'm cheering you all the way to the top. I would love to recognize the National Coordinator for the Nigerian for Women Project, Hajiya Hadiza Maina, and the state coordinators that are all here present. I also love to recognize Director of Economic Services of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. May I also recognize all our senior government officials that are here present of Katsina State. I'd like to recognize our royal fathers, particularly Emir of Dora, who is ably represented here today. Gentlemen and ladies of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm so excited to be with all of you here today. When we were about to take off, we had to do the plane, so someone said that maybe we shouldn't come. I said, nothing is going to stop me from getting to Katsina today, inshallah. I said, for me, it's a sign of success in what we're doing. And alhamdulillah, we made it. I would like to thank you all for your patience. This summit truly excites me, as it represents a defining chapter in Nigerians' journey towards inclusive prosperity for all. When we arrived in Katsina, I felt a renewed sense of hope. It came with a quiet confidence that we are on the brink of something transformational. That is why, for me, today's summit is not only about advancing the Nigerian for Women project scale up, it is also about institutionalizing a future where women are economically empowered, socially secured, and politically visible. Your Excellencies, permit me to state upfront that the Nigerian for Women Scale Up is Nigeria's largest coordinated effort to place women at the center of sustainable development, and we must therefore treat it as a national imperative. At the heart of the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is the principle that no nation can thrive while excluding half of its population. Nigeria, we've been limping with one leg. So how far do we go? So Excellency, Mr. President, have put women, children and family at the center of national development. This core belief shapes, thank you very much. This core belief shapes a nation, yet about 30% of them own formal businesses in form of micro, small and medium enterprise in Nigeria. Yet women continue to struggle with access to credit, access to finance, access to market, zero or no financial or digital literacy. Limited access to capital means that many women entrepreneurs are locked in small-scale activities and unable to grow their businesses or leverage opportunities in the formal economy. Data from the Enhancing Financial Innovation Access to Financial Services in Nigeria survey in 2023 reveals a deeply unsettling reality. The Northwest region has the highest rate of financial inclusion amongst adults, with 47% lacking access to both formal and informal financial services. This gap limits women's ability to build resilience, to invest in livelihood and escape poverty. This highlights the severity of the exclusion and reinforces the urgency of scaling gender-responsive interventions like that of the Nigerian for Women. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, lessons learned from the Nigerian for Women pilot project will be sustained in the scale-up phase. This includes addressing social norms in our communities, integrated programming, livelihood interventions, enabling environments, access to credits, WAGs formation and strengthening, improved saving culture, and women leadership and group governance. In doing so, we can become stronger as a nation, economically, politically, and socially. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our partners, I'm happy to inform you that as of today, 32 states have signed up on the Nigerian for Women Scale-Up program. This milestone demonstrates a widespread political buy-in and unified vision for inclusive national development. It also reflects the strength of our federating structure. Women's empowerment is no longer a peripheral concern, but a national priority. The piloting phase saw the empowerment of about 500 women with $100 million. The scale-up will reach about 4.5 million women in the whole of the country, with about almost 540 million, and we're still growing the numbers, inshallah. Notably, Katsina and Ekiti State have begun community-level implementation. Women affinity groups formation is underway. As you're aware, WAGs are the foundational unit for collective savings, livelihoods, and social transformation. These groups have already proven to increase household income by up to 30% and reduce dependency on informal credit source by over 40% in our pilot states. Working closely with our tax team and the World Bank, we aim to onboard more states by August 2025 and scale up implementation in at least 8 additional states by the end of July. Our coordination architecture ready, technical assistance is in place, monitoring systems are being refined to ensure that data-driven delivery is achieved, with all states now expressing interest in joining the Scale-Up initiative. It has become imperative for the government to explore possibilities of securing an additional facility from the World Bank Group to effectively accommodate this expansion and everybody's participation. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this project is truly a national geopolitically, and the current service level agreement signatories span all 6 geopolitical zones. In North Central, we have 6 states. In the Northeast, we have 6 states. In the Northwest, we have 5 states. In the Southeast, we have 3 states on board. In the South-South, we have 4 states on board, and in the Southwest, we have 5 states. And this is still counting. This national footprint underscores the equality, equity, and the reach of the program. This This is part of what gives me confidence to say that we are not building pockets of change, we are enabling a nation of empowered super women. I'm sure you all heard when Mr. President pronounced the 4 wise men in Lagos. So we're working towards ensuring that we see a rise of 4 wise women, 4 wise girls and boys in our communities. In line with the Nigerian Women's Economic Empowerment Policy, the theory of change underlining the Nigerian for Women project scale-up is clear and evidence-based. It posits that when women are mobilized into structured groups, given access to finance, trained in income-generating skills, and supported with institutional linkages, they transition from marginal economic actors to drivers of growth and inclusion. This shift has multidimensional effect, which includes reduced poverty, improved child welfare, greater financial inclusion, and increased voice and agency for women. It is this chain of change we must now replicate at a bigger scale. It is essential to note that the Nigerian for Women project is not a social grant program. It is a public investment with verifiable outputs, robust fiduciary safeguards, and sustainability measures. This is why we prioritize states with demonstrated readiness and commitment to the programs and goals, and that is what has brought us to Katsina State today. Thank you. In my role as a minister, I would ensure fidelity to the program's objectives, not just financial disbursement, but measurable impact for us all. Implementation must be rigorous, data-informed, and citizen-centered. Our partnerships with the state ministries and state project coordinating units and community stakeholders are structured for accountability and scalability. From the state governments, Your Excellencies, we expect sustained political will and timely release of counterpart contributions and strong leadership through your state's project coordinating unit. From our women beneficiaries, we expect commitment to the values of transparency, self-reliance, and collective progress. Empowerment, as I often say, is not delivered, it is co-created. While the Nigerian for Women project has recorded significant achievements, several external and systematic challenges have continued to impact the pace and efficiency of implementation. This includes security concerns, microeconomic pressure, and exchange rate volatility. I would like to encourage all the state commissioners of women affairs to rise above the challenges and ensure that we accelerate implementation, because we are behind with the implementation of the project. Looking ahead, we're designing a range of projects under the newly launched program called the Renewed Hope Social Impact and Advancement Project for Women, Children, and the Vulnerable. A component of it will be blended finance vehicle to crowd in private and philanthropic capital to support women's cooperatives, scale WAGs, and expand local value chains. The World Bank support is fundamental, but not finite. We must now mobilize broader coalition for greater impact. I must express my deep appreciation to His Excellency President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, whose bold leadership continues to embed gender equality and women's economic empowerment at the core of Nigeria's national development. And under the Renewed Hope agenda administration, we are witnessing decisive towards inclusive governance and development. I also wish to applaud His High Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, for her steadfast commitment to uplifting women and families through the Renewed Hope initiative. She's a beacon of compassion and impact and national unity. Let me further commend our dear brother, His Excellency Governor Dikko Rada, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, for being a wonderful host and a gender-sensitive governor. Thank you. We thank you, Your Excellency, for prioritizing women's economic empowerment in Katsina State. Notably, women benefit 40% allocation in agricultural empowerment in Katsina State, and minimum of 30% of economic interventions and creations in the state. He has also created desk officers on women's affairs in each of the 34 local governments in Katsina State. His Excellency is indeed a he for she. Last year, in an unprecedented effort, he has committed a 1 billion naira towards elimination of SGBV. And this year in the budget, we have a 4 billion for Katsina State women's economic empowerment. We truly applaud you, Your Excellency. I also want to acknowledge the presence of other governors here. Today, your commitment sends a powerful message about the centrality of women's economic empowerment in the Northwest and in your respective states. No country, no state, and no community can close economic gaps without addressing women's economic empowerment issues. May I also thank and applaud the Katsina State Coordinator for the Nigerian for Women and her team for coordinating this beautiful program, and the other Northwest states representatives here present. Our traditional institutions, we see you, we applaud you, we appreciate you. Our invaluable World Bank partners in progress, we also appreciate you. All frontline implementers, and of course our beneficiaries, the WAGs. We will stand with you, we will win with you. Your passion and are drivers of our progress, so let's keep pushing. In conclusion, let me state that what has been ignited is a movement, a shift that is rooted in dignity, driven by resilience, and focused on delivering economic justice for every Nigerian woman. As the famous economist says, empowering women is a key to building a future we want. I thank you all for listening. May God bless you all, the people of Katsina State, and may God bless our beloved country, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So now I would like to speak in Hausa for the benefit of our WAGs. Can the Kebbi State Commissioner help me with the slogan? Mune, 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 Mune gatan mata, Mune gatan maza, Mune gatan yara, Mune gatan Nigeria, Mune gatan kowa. Barin baku wani ɗan labari. Da kawai ta babata a Adamawa, kowane sati sai ta kira ni ta ce min mama na ba aya ba abinci, sai in aika mata da ko 50,000 ko 100,000 duk dai abin da Allah ya wadata min. Sai wata rana first lady in sai ta zo TV ta ce every home a garden, kowane gida ma ya samu lambu. Sai ta mawa ta ce ha ni ma fa zan iya gona. Sai ta me kike so, sai ta ce ki bani dan jari da zan je in dan yi hayan gonan sannan kuma taki. To lokacin shugaban kasa ya bamu trailer taki mu kai jihohin mu, sai na ba ta taki guda 5, sannan sai na ba ta 500,000. Bayan watanni bai ma kai shekara ba, kawai sai ta min waya ta ce ai gashi nan na je na yi shuka shinkafa har ma zan girba, na samu buhu kusan 100. Kuma lokacin ba shinkafa ba kusan 100,000 ne. Sai ce to me zaki da shi, ta ce zan sai da rabi kuma zan ci rabi da ni da kuma mutanen anguwanmu gabaki daya. Su kun ga ba ma ita ba, gabaki daya anguwansu ma ba yunwa. Ashe ko lallai mata gatan kowa ne. To yanzu har ta fara ma ta sai kaji, yanzu ta ce mu ai yaranta sai su ma in kajin suka yi layin kwai sai su ma dafa kwai 20 su ci a rana. So kun ga ko insha Allah in muka haɗa kanmu za mu kori yunwa da babban sanda. To na gode muku, Allah ya muku albarka, to a huta lafiya.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister for Women Affairs. Minister gatar mata, minista gatar kowa. Mun gode kwarai. Your Excellency, that has been the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, Hajiya Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI. We are running short of time, but the next we are going to be very snappy, Your Excellency. Permit me to invite a young lady that will speak the poetic voice of women in Katsina State. So may I invite Aisha Ahmed to please come forward and present the poetic voice of women in Katsina State. Aisha Ahmed is a poet. Apart from eloquence in what she did, Your Excellency, apart from the melody of the voice, Your Excellency, you will listen to an intelligent young lady that speaks the voice of the women in Katsina State. Aisha, Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Your Excellency, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. My name is Aisha Ahmed, a poet and a spoken word artist. And today the title of my piece is Nata Shidon Mata. Today I was asked to speak, but I'm not here just to speak. We are here to echo every varied voice. This is not just a poem, it's a voice, it's a vow. Nata Shidon Mata. They said Macheche gatan gida, but they forgot. When she speaks, she builds nations. When she stands, she lifts generations. She is not just made for the kitchen and the clay. She is the future they keep pushing away. From farms to clinics, market to mosques. Matan Arewa suna aiki fiye da yadda muke gani. But too often her name is called last. Her word tied to her past. But we are rising. From Katsina to Kano, Kebbi to Kaduna, from Jigawa to Zamfara to the soul of Sokoto, we are rising with fire in our faith and purpose in our voice. They told her stay silent, she became a storyteller. They told her you can't, she became a doctor, a peace builder. They told her you are just a human, and she replied, this is more than enough. We thank His Excellency Malam Duko Umar Radda, PhD, CON, a leader who believes that empowering a woman is empowering a state. We thank him not just once, but again and again for making Katsina the heart of this vision. We honor Hajiya Hadiza Abubakar Eradua, the Commissioner of Women Affairs Katsina, a woman whose steps leaves a footprint of progress. We salute Hajiya Rabi Mohammed, a woman who turns policy into purpose and purpose into power. This is not just where the story ends. This is where it begins. Let this not just end with applause and programs. Let it continue with budget, structures, and reports. Let the Nigerian for Women project move from pilot to policy, from vision to villages, from reports to real changes. Let every plan include women at the center, not just as a footnote, but as a foundation, not just as a target, but as partners in development. Support us with access, include us in decision, provide us with education, and protect us through legislation. Katsina, the heart that holds us all, where dignity meets duties, where Governor Radda uplifts women through words, not just through actions, not just words, where Hajiya Hadiza Adwa turns visions into transformation. Katsina, ke ginshiki ce, ke uwar arewa ce. When Katsina rises, do not respond. Kano, the voice that leads, Sokoto, the spirit that ends. Duna, the light that lands, Kebbi, the hand that builds. Zamfara, the will that grows. These are not just states, they are kingdom of women too strong to be ignored. Today, I do not stand alone. I stand with the silence, the seen, the struggling, and the strong, of a girl who dreams and a woman who fights, of a widow who builds from nothing, and a mother who gives of everything. Today, I stand as Aisha, a daughter of Arewa and a believer of the strength of Nigerian women. With leaders like Governor Radda Hajia Hadiza Adua, hope is here, change is here, women are here. We rise for women. Thank you all.
This is Aisha Ahmad, Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister, I hope this is not the end. The Israel embrace. It will go further and further and further until the women are uplifted. As she said, the northwestern states are too strong to be ignored. And I believe this gathering believes that the women will be lifted by the grace of God. Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister, at this juncture we are going to listen to the governors that are being represented at this important event. I would like to invite the man whose background was a teacher. Your Excellency, he was an agriculturalist, a philanthropist. He was 3 times elected as chairman of Bukwim local government. And that person, Your Excellency, was a member of Zamfara State House Assembly 4 times, a former Director General and a former Honorable Special Advisor. By now, you must understand that I would like to invite His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State. May you join me to please welcome him for his address. Your Excellency, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, dan uwa abokin mai gidana Dauda, Dr. Malam Dukko Umar Rada, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor Jigawa State, my good friend, Honorable Minister for Women Affairs and Social Development, the representative of Country Director of World Bank and other members of his team, Honorable Commissioners for Women Affairs here present, facilitators and participants, invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Almighty Allah for sparing our lives to witness this very important event. That is Flag of Nigeria for Women Project and Scale of Conference in our region. However, it is with great honor and joy that I extend the prestige goodwill message on behalf of my Gidana, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the Alawal, Gamjun Gusau, and good people of Zamfara State to this transformative gathering. The flag of this is a powerful reflection of our collective commitment to uplifting and empowering Nigerian women. This initiative stands as a beacon of hope driving the economic opportunity, social equity, and the full realization of women's potential across our communities. I commend the dedication, passion, and resilience of everyone involved in bringing this vision to existence. May this project serve not only as catalysts for meaningful change, but also as a call to action for sustained investment in women's development. Together, we can build a more inclusive, just, and better Nigeria. We wish the project great success and continued impact. Thank you and wassalam. Let me speak in Hausa. Jama'a assalamu alaikum. Ina son yin wani da wannan dama in kira ga mata musamman na Arewa, matan Najeriya, matan Arewa, da su rike wannan abin da ya zo muna da mahimmanci don su rike kansu kuma su rike mu. Na yadda da kirarin suke wa kansu su mata cewa su akowa, su amu, su ayyara, amma kuma da su ake komi. Na da haka ina kira ga minista ko a madadin mata na Arewa da mata na Najeriya, zan rika musu godiya ga minista ta mata wadda ta shigo da wannan tsari da kuma wannan koyarwa da wannan ci gaba zuwa ga mata domin su rike kansu. Minista, ina miki murna, Allah saka miki da alheri. Zan yi amfani da wannan dama in ce bisa ga wannan aiki da abubuwan da minista ta kawo zai taimaka ya kashe wancan karin magana ko kuma maganar da Hausawa ke yi a can da, yanzu za ta canza. Muna cewa mata in ba ku, ban ji ku ba, mata in ba ku, mata in ba su ba gida a da, kuma kun yi yawa gida ya ɓaci. So minista, wannan aiki da ta ɗauko, wannan aiki da take yi da taimakon federal government da duk wanda ya sa hannun shi zai gyara ya zama yanzu mata in kun yawa gida ya gyaru, don ba gumi ba faɗa sai dai ayyukan alheri. Ku taimaka maza. Na gode kwarai. Allah saka muku da alheri.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State. Mu anan mun canza wannan Allah kuwa. Ai matan suna kula da mu sosai. In kun yawa gida ya gyaru. Your Excellency, that has been the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State. The next, Your Excellency, I will invite, I'm afraid if he is from Hadejia, so I hope, Your Excellency, you are not from Hadejia. We are good to go. Your Excellency, I would like to use this opportunity to invite our very good neighbor, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, His Excellency Engineer Aminu Usman, Fellow of the National Society, Nigerian Society of Engineers. Your Excellency, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم I'm here to represent my governor, the executive governor of Jigawa State, Malam Umar Enama DFCA. He was supposed to be here today, but has traveled to Medina for the birth of Alhaji Aminu Ntata. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State and the Chairman of the Northwest Governors Forum, Your Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State, heavily represented by the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, the representative of the World Bank, the Honorable Commissioners of Katsina State, Kaduna, my own state, Kebbi State, Zamfara State, Sokoto State, other honorable commissioners here present, our Deputy Woman Leader, Hajia Zainab, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the representative of Emir of Dora, Assalamu alaikum. I would like to read the speech of my governor. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to stand here today on behalf of my governor, the Governor of Jigawa State, Malam Umar Enama DFCA. At this significant gathering, the Northwest Summit of the Nigeria for Women Project Scale Up. Jigawa State journey with the Nigeria for Women Project Scale Up is a reflection of our unwavering commitment to advancing women economic empowerment and inclusive development since our initial expression of interest in 2022. The state has demonstrated strong political will through strategic funding, proactive planning, and stakeholders' engagement. We recognize the empowering women in central to build resilient households and communities. In this regard, Jigawa State has implemented various gender-responsive and social development programs, particularly for women and vulnerable groups. We have what we call Jigawa Cares, which we name it as J-Cares. This program has supported 12,600 women with 50,000 naira each in direct cash grant. And in addition, 1,000 women received economic empowerment grant of Jigawa State government. Beyond this, our administration has allocated a remarkable of 3.6 billion in the 2025 state budget, exclusively for the Nigeria for Women project. Our commitment goes beyond funding we have also put in place strong policy framework to institutionalize gender equity, social inclusive. This includes the review and approval of the Jigawa State Gender Policy, the Jigawa Social Protection Policy, the Food and Nutrition Policy, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law, the Social Security Law, and the Person with Disability Law. All this has been passed by our State Assembly. And this policy instruments are designed to protect and promote the right of women, children, persons with disability, and other vulnerable population in our states. On the financial commitments, a strong foundation. Our financial journey with Nigerian for Women project began with an initial of 50 million in 2022, and under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Malam Umar Namadi, an addition of 400 million was committed, bringing the total of 450 million, qualifying Jigawa for participation in the scale-up phase of the project. This position, Jigawa, as the only state in Nigeria implementing Nigerian for Women project, scale up across 3 local government areas, named Duse, Malamadori, and Kazaure in the state. The Nigerian for Women aligns seemingly with our administration 12-point agenda, which prioritize gender inclusive, poverty reduction, and sustainable livelihood. Central to this effort is the instrumentalization of Women Affinity Group, WAGs, to perform for collecting, serving, entrepreneurship, financial inclusive, and social empowerment. Of the 6,000 WAGs, that is Women Affinity Groups, to be established in other states. Jigawa is responsible for forming 1,200 targeted under served and unbanked women across the 3 local governments due to its commitment of 3.6 billion naira in its 2025 budget. Our state has made notable progress in project preparedness and implementation readiness. Some of the key activities achieved so far include orientation meeting in Lagos, client connection in Abuja, fair learning visit in Ogun State, accelerating meeting for Nigeria for Women project, recruitment of state project coordinating unit, development of annual workshop in Lagos, integration of the state multi-sector coordinating structure, budget approval by the state multi-sector coordination structure, advanced advocacy visit in Jigawa of the 3 local government areas, approval of the 2025 annual workshop by the World Bank. The achievement reflect the serious commitment and readiness of our states. This project is now transmitting into full implementation phase. By Allah's grace, the SPUCU staff will be participating in the Community Operation Manual Training at this July, which will mark the beginning of the direct community engagement works. Jigawa State journey with the Nigerian for Women project is a testimony to visionary leadership, focused investment, and strategic collaboration. We believe that empowering women is not only a moral imperative, but a necessary passport for achieving inclusive and sustainability development. As we all move into full implementation, we remain confident that Nigerian for Women project will transform lives of thousands of women in our state and other states in the northern part of the country, improving household incomes, expanding access to finance, and enhancing social cohesion. On behalf of the government of Jigawa State and the good people of Jigawa, I express our profound gratitude to the host, the Katsina State Government, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, chaired by the Honorable Minister, and the World Bank, and all implementing partners for their continued support. May Allah Almighty continue to guide our efforts and grow them with success. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To ni ma nakan so na yi magana a Hausa. Ina ƙara taya mata samun wannan dama da aka kawo mana a nan arewa. Ina kuma taya ita babbar minista ta mata da ta yi ƙoƙarin ganin cewa mata na arewa su ma sun zama kan gaba akan harkoki musamman na ci gaban al'ummar mu ta arewa. Ni ma dai na yarda in ba mata ba gida, in ba su ba ƙuri'a. Ina taya ku murna. Allah ya taimaka.
That has been the Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, His Excellency Engineer Amin Usman, FNSC. Can we please give him another round of applause to appreciate him? We have heard the success stories of women activities in Jigawa State under the ever leadership of His Excellency, the Governor of our state, Alhaji Namadi Muhammad, our good neighbor. Your Excellency, we have a few presentations to make, and after then we will listen to the governor's voice. So may I quickly invite the SPC, Katsina State, the State Project Coordinator, Katsina State, to present the works. Your Excellency is WAGS, meaning Women Affinity Groups, groups of women that are brought together in a common trade, and the Ministry of Women Affairs is supporting them in that cluster of women. So the works will be presented by the State Project Coordinator. Hajiya Rabi Muhammad. da haɗin kai za su yi zama ne kamar na koyon sana'o'i. Wannan su ne ake ce ma Women Affinity Groups. Ƙungiyoyi ne na mata da ake haɗawa masu sana'a iri ɗaya. Wanda ministry ke ba su goyon baya karkashin shirin bunƙasa tattalin arzikin mata na mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina. So babu lokaci ku yi sauri ku dan shirya. While they are doing that, Your Excellency, I would like to recognize the presence of the Special Assistant to His Excellency, Mr. President, on Women Affairs, Hajia Fatima Faruk Abubakar. You are welcome to Katsina. Yesterday to the President on Women Affairs, she had just come in, and we'd like to welcome her to Katsina. I would like to also, Your Excellency, recognize the presence of the Honorable Member and Chairman, House Committee on Women Affairs in the State Assembly, Honorable Aliyu Abubakar Al-Baba. He has been here with us since, Your Excellency. We also have the Honorable Chairman, Chairman of the Municipal, Honorable Isa Ikdad, the Chairman of Katsina Local Government, is also here with us. Has been shielded from me by the cameras, Your Excellency. I would like to fully recognize his presence. And may these gatherings wish to know that this activity is being run live. It's being transmitted live by the TV, City TV, Katsina State Radio, Vision FM, and being streamed, transmitted on social media by mobile media crew, Katsina Post, Katsina City News, and Katsina Trend. Your Excellency, this event is currently on the media I mentioned, and it is running live. So are you set? As we see, you have taken much of our time. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Due to time, sir, I'm presenting to you a women affinity group that is named Alheri Affinity Group from Kayaki. Your Excellencies, I'm also delighted and honored to present this 3 weeks Women Affinity Group. This group was established after we have come back from Abuja for community operational manual training. We were asked by the tax team leader to establish this work, and we should let them know the 7 non-negotiable principles of Nigeria for Women project, as well take them through the processes of savings within the group. Your Excellency, today, Alheri Affinity Group are going to have their 4th saving in their life cycle, and yes, they are supposed to save on Fridays, but for the purpose of this conference, they all agreed to save today as the day we mark this zonal conference. And as well, I will present what I have said in Hausa for the Women Affinity Group to start their saving, for our sister states to see how the process is being conducted within the Affinity Group. Thank you very much. So, Alhamdulillah, mai girma minista, mai girman jihar Katsina, mataimakin gwamnoninmu da suka zo daga arewacin Najeriya, ina so in yi amfani da wannan dama don in nuna muku wannan ƙungiya wadda ake ce ma Women Affinity Group da Turanci, waɗanda muka zo bayan mun dawo com training daga Abuja, muka same su, muka gaya masu tsare-tsaren wannan Nigeria for Women project. Akwai abubuwan da muke ce ma non-negotiable principles, mun masu bayanin su da Hausa cewa waɗannan tsare-tsaren dole sai an bi su.
kaɗan daga cikin tsare-tsaren nan shine matan nan suke zaɓar kansu da kansu. Babu wadda ta shigo cikin wannan kungiya ba tare da wata ta yadda ta shigo ba. Kun ga babu masu rikici, babu waɗanda za su ƙi zuwa su yi abin da kungiya ke so kenan. Sannan duka matan nan kowace ta kai shekara 18. Sannan su suka zauna suka tsara, muna tare da su nawa za su rika ajewa don su taimaka ma kansu da kansu. Har yanzu dai suna kan tara abin da suke tarawa a matsayin loaning funds. Akwai abin da ake ce ma what's the other funds? Social funds. Su waɗannan kuɗi ne waɗanda suke tarawa na taimakon kai da kai. Su ma su suka zauna da kansu suka tsara nawa za su rika ajewa. To a wannan gaba nike amfani da wannan damai zan je in samu shugaban wannan kungiya don in kai mata wannan abun magana, kuma mu tsaya mu kalla mu gaya za su tafiyar da wannan adana kuɗi nasu. Wannan dai akwati ne wanda mu muka kawo masu shi. Cikin akwatin akwai jikuna guda 3. Jikka ɗaya jajjika ce. Wannan jajjika saboda tsarin kungiyar ne dole duk shekara sai sun yi zaɓe. Cikin wannan jajjika ita ce ake saka ƙuri'a a ciki. Akwai jikka mai tsawon kala, wato kalar ganye. Ita wannan loaning funds ɗin nan, waɗannan kuɗi da suke tarawa da za su taimaki junansu da kansu, su ne a cikin tsawon jikka. Akwai bulat jikka. Ita kuma wannan bulat jikka abinda ake ce ma social funds, kuɗin taimakekeniya, su ne a ciki. Matan nan tun da muka je muka ba su kayan nan muka ɗora su kan tsarin nan ga su dai, sai dai mu je ranar da za su zauna mu zauna da su mu ga abin da suke yi. Kuɗinsu na hannunsu, kayansu na hannunsu. Akwai littafin bankin wannan ƙungiyar yana nan a ciki, kowace nan tana da littafi, amma dai ka in ɗau dogon lokaci zan so in miƙa abun magana ga ita shugaba saboda zama ya fara. Na gode ƙwarai.
Assalamu alaikum. Haji barkan ku da isuwa. Da fatan yadda muka haɗu na Allah mai da kowa gidan shi lafiya. Lamba za mu fara wannan ƙungiya kamar yadda muka tanada. Zibi Binta wannan malama makulli mai makulli na ɗaya ta fito sabo. Mai makulli na ɗaya na ce ta buɗe. Mai makulli na biyu ta zo ta buɗe. Mai makulli na uku. Sakatariya bismillah. Kuɗi da ya kamata ki ɗauko ki diba mu kuɗin mu na tallafi nawa ne muka yarda, nawa ne wani sati da muka zama na 3.
3,750 da naira 50 kuɗinmu na tallafi, sai kuɗinmu na ƙungiya 53,400 zama na uku.
Sai ki ɗauko a fito a ƙir za mu to shi ke yanzu kowa ya fito da kuɗin shi na tallafi shi. Sakatare ya kira shi.
Nawa kuke sawa duk sati?
Muna kuɗi naira 300 ƙasa. Karanci 300, mafi yawa 1,500 shine kana da abin
da. Assalamu alaikum, lamba ta 1 ta zo ta kawo 50 da ta
na tabbatar da lamba ta 1 ta da naira 50.
Lamba ta 2.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta 2 ta ba da naira 50.
Lamba ta 3. Lamba ta 3.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta 3 ta ba da naira 50 kawo.
Lamba ta 4.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta ta ba da naira 50 gata.
Lamba ta 5.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta 5 ta ba da naira 50 gata.
Lamba ta 6.
Ta 6 na yi ni ce ta 6.
Lamba ta 6.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta 6 ta ba da naira 50 gata.
Ta 6. Ai kusa da lamba ta 7.
Na tabbatar da lamba ta 7 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da lamba ta 8 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da lamba ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da lamba ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da sha ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da ta 12 ta ba da naira 50 gata 50. Na tabbatar da ta 13 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da ta 14 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da ta 15 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 6 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 17 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da ta 18 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 19 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 20 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 21 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na da 22 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 23 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Na tabbatar da 24 ta ba da naira 50. Na tabbatar da 25 ta ba da naira 50 gata. Shikenan. So ina ga saboda lokaci zan dan yi summarizing saboda su tashi. Kamar yadda muke gani yanzu sun tara social funds Kuɗin nan duk wanda ya bada sai an kirga, akwai mai kirga kuɗi ta ɗaya za ta kirga, akwai wadda ke tabbatarwa ita ke faɗi da ƙarfi ta ce ta tabbatar an bada. Waɗannan kuɗi za su haɗa su da waɗanda suka tara satuttukan da suka wuce. Kowace 'yan ƙungiya sai an tabbatar ta san ko nawa ne aka tara. Kuma an raba masu littattafansu yanzu za su sai stamp wanda sun yi bayani mafi karanci stamp ɗin na naira 300 stamp ɗaya. Wannan littafin yana ɗauke da gidan stamp guda 5 kama haka yadda ake gani. Wadda ta biya 300 za a buga mata ɗaya, wadda ta biya 600 haka har wadda ta biya 1,500. In suka gama wannan loaning fund ɗin shi ma za su haɗa su lissafa su ɗora kan waɗanda suka tara baya. Kowace 'yan ƙungiya sai ta tabbatar da abin da aka tara sannan za su tafi. So in aka kai wani lokaci kamar in suka yi sati 12 kuɗinsu lokacin ana sa ran sun yi yawa, to lokacin a cikinsu waɗanda ke da sana'a wasu cikinsu sun ce sai sun ciwo bashi, sai sun ɗauko gyaɗa bashi su zo su yi kuli su saida sannan su je su mai da kuɗin. Yanzu dama ta samu waɗannan kuɗin da aka tara, wadda ta sai stamp ɗaya sati 12 in muka tara naira 300 so 12 kudinta 3,600. Abinda wannan ka'idar ta bada shine za a bata so 3 na kudin da ta tara. So wadda ta tara 3,600 yanzu idan za ta ci bashi za ta iya ansa 12,000 ko? Yawwa, so wadda ta tara 1,500 kuma za ta tara 18,000, ita kuma tana da kusan 54,000 da za ta iya ansa. So a madadin su je su ciwo bashi su yi sana'a, yanzu dama ta samu. Za ki iya zuwa ki ara daga kuɗin ƙungiya tunda kullum disti suke wannan taro, suke tara wannan kuɗi wanda duk aka ba wannan bashin. Akwai abin da suke ce ma banda kudin taimakeke ne wanda aka ba kashi 10 na kudin da aka bata su ne za ta mai uwar kungiya. So wannan kashi 10 a ƙarshen shekara da kudin da in suna zaman nan akwai dokoki, wadda ke surutu za ta biya haraji, wadda ta kasa faɗin kudin kungiya ma za ta duk sun rubuta wannan a constitution ɗinsu. So wannan robai ita ake zuba kuɗin da ake tarawa na lonin mai bulan marhi. Ita wannan mai jan marhi ana sa social funds, in aka gama aka kulle su yanzu duk wanda aka ci haraji kuma cikin wannan roba za a tara kuɗin gaban kowa. So at the end of ƙarshen shekara za a tara kuɗin gaba ɗaya. In aka tara su za a hidda kashi 50 na cikin kuɗin waɗanda su ne za a yi sabon zubi na sabuwar shekara. Kuma lokacin ne za ka ga inda yanzu 300 ne stamp ɗinsu saboda sun yi sana'a sun ba ƙungiya kishi 10 na kuɗin da suka samu riba, sannan kuma wasu sun yi laifi an tattara kuɗaɗe. So yanzu kuɗin stamp ɗinsu maimakin 300 zai iya komawa 500 ko ma fin haka saboda dukiyarsu ta ƙara haɓaka, su ma abin da za su bada zai haɓaka. So wannan kashi 50 za su raba tsakaninsu. Wadda ta zubawa in aka yi lissafi ta fi ansa kuɗi, wadda ta zuba kaɗan ita kuma 'yan kaɗan ke gare ta kamar yadda ta zuba. So kashi 50 ɗin abin da ka zuba ne ba na kuɗin kowa da kowa ba, saboda mun san cewa wadda ta zuba 300 aka kawo 20,000 da wani abu aka bata, ai an san ba kuɗinta ba ne, lalle kuɗin wasu ne aka bata ta je ta amfana da su. So masu waɗannan kuɗin radda aka zo ƙarshe su kuma sai sun fita ansa kuɗi. To muna ba matan nan ko da yaushe ƙwarin gwiwa da su jajirce, maimakin a tafi ai ta bukukuwa ai ta kai kuɗi ana yin ashobi da sauransu, gara su zo su taimaki kansu da kansu a wannan ƙungiyar. Mai girma mun gode ƙwarai, Allah ya sa mu dace.
Gashi kan fuskarki iman tauraruwar kina haskawa kamar yau gobe sunan ki bai gogewa. Kece iman kece yau zazi iman mai Allah gaisuwa ta gunki hali zane ne ya ba kirkinki kina alkairi wasu na zaginki nufin Allah
a dan buɗa sai ku sauka lafiya insha Allah. Na? Okay, ku jira. The Honorable Minister da okay. So, ku zo za ku yi da mai girma gwamna da Honorable Minister da mataimakan gwamnan jihar Jigawa da Zamfara. So ku jera nan. Ku tashi ku zo ku jera. To a kulla akwatin ko kuma ku bani makulli. Wannan shine ba gara ba zago. Ku jera a nan sama. Wanda ba su da tsoho su shiga gaba, wanda suke da nan tsoho sai su koma daga baya. Ahmed an ce za a yi hoto. Waɗanda ba su da tsoho su ɗan gaba. His Excellency za su tsaya a nan. Kunan za ku tsaya. Sai dai waɗanda ba su da tsoho a ba su dama su shigo gaba. Yawa. His Excellency da Their Excellencies, Deputy Governors, the Honorable Minister, Commissioners, Honorable Commissioners, Women Affairs, the SSA to the President, Hajiya Fatima Faruk. Okay. SVC, don't be displaced. Get a position. Get a position now. Kishiga. Your Excellency, this is the presentation of WAG's Women Affinity Group in Katsina State, which was organized by the State Ministry for Women Affairs. They have been supported to come into groups who will be contributing a little. By the end of the day, you will see that they have funds that will allow them to run different trades. And the group has a common trait. She is like a Affinity Group. I clear Your Excellency, before they clear the stage, may I quickly invite the Executive Secretary, Katsina State Development Management Board, Dr. Mustafa Shehu. You have 3 minutes to tell us the story, the success story of the Development Board. Adalla a saurara akwai jawabai masu fa'ida da za a ji a saurara in za a sauka cikin natsuwa a daina jan kujerun. Please let us listen to the Executive Secretary, Katsina State Development Management Board, Dr. Mustapha Shehu.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Katsina State, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Your Excellency, other distinguished personalities, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, permit me to inform today's gathering that under your leadership and the successful push, the Nigerian for Women program has now come into fruition. Today, you are flagging of this project in Katsina State. It promises to be a rewarding one because women are the bedrock and the bone marrow of any developing nation. Your Excellency, I want to inform the gathering that you gave the approval for an open recruitment of the project implementation units. I want to inform members that one of the key success of this project is that every single member of the PIU was selected based on merit, capability, and capacity. We advertised all the positions publicly under the able leadership of Mr. Michael and his team. The state did all the interviews and the screening, and the deserving officers were sent to the World Bank for clearance. His Excellency has not interfered throughout this process. When the list was given to His Excellency, he approved it there and then. This is a commitment to transparency. The second most important thing is that the board is here to help seamlessly to ensure that not only Nigerian for Women project, all other World Bank projects are implemented with deserving credits. In this regard, I would like to inform you that the board cleared the table for His Excellency to ensure that any MOU or development objective that is signed is so respected throughout the implementation period. I also like to inform you that Nigerian for Women project will also benefit from the same gesture. His Excellency has no boundaries in terms of seeing and approving what is meant for the state to develop. Most recent is His Excellency's directive that all approvals that require quick attention should not hesitate to come in less than 24 hours. That is why several times when we are discussing at the development space, we are just imagining who is going to be the successor of His Excellency, because the kind of energy is unmatched. Every single person in this state, His Excellency can match you up to zero level of energy. That is why when you are ready to follow this trend, you have to have an extra energy, not only glucose. Finally, Honorable Minister, I want to inform you that His Excellency established his board, the Development Management Board, so that it provides a good platform for all development partners in the state, local, state, or international, to have a seamless way to come into the state. Whenever you meet His Excellency with a proposal, the next step is this board. And what we do is to ensure there is a buy-in between the state and any project. I want to inform the World Bank that this Nigerian for Women project will be implemented with passion. We are going to ensure that the report you receive are not only narrative, but you can come and see the story within the communities. We are going to ensure the project development objectives and the implementation manual are adhered to throughout the implementation period. His Excellency has already mentioned, we have already started sustainability of this project even before it comes. Every single project in the state is community driven through the CSDP. And I would like to inform you that His Excellency the Governor has already approved a 30% position for women in education administration and 30% for women in any aspect of the state development. This has already passed the Executive Council, meaning every single naira not only in the women affairs, in all the development of the state, will have to pass through this law to ensure that women are given their right position. So welcome to Katsina State, and welcome to a state where the governor is women friendly. I wish everybody a successful return back to their destination. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Thank you. That has been the Executive Secretary, Katsina State Development Management Board, Dr. Mustafa. Your Excellency, as he said, you have already have the women boards. Thank you. Your Excellency, let me quickly invite one other person that will speak on the activities of KASEDA, Katsina State Enterprise Development Agency, the first of its kind in the northwestern Nigeria. This board agency was also established by His Excellency, the Governor, to assist the small, micro, small, and medium enterprises in the state, and they are doing a good job. Dr. Ruma is representing the Director General of KASEDA, Haja Shaminu Malumfashi. You have 2 minutes, please.
Your Excellency, permit me to start with the existing protocol because of the time. Today I stand here as a participant and as a partner through our agency, Katsina State Enterprise Development Agency. As the agency is part of the implementation partners for this project in Katsina State. And we are fully responsible for the development of enterprise ecosystem in the state. We have supported a lot of women in some of our intervention programs, like the NGTS program, and then the programs we built in. When the Honorable Commissioner came to our office to discuss for a meeting about the Nigeria Women Project, and the DG were discussing about a project called Empower Her. It's a project we intend to design, seeing the number of participation or activeness of women in the entrepreneurship ecosystem in the state. We intend to discuss the same project with the Honorable Commissioner when I heard that she's coming. And luckily enough, when the Commissioner comes, she brings this project. All of us was like, we are good to go, because this is exactly what we intend to do. I'm very much happy that His Excellency is giving so much priority for women. History shows that it's only His Excellency's administration that engage more women in decision-making body in the state. And I think it's the reason why that His Excellency achieved a lot in 2 years. Everybody is surprised, and not only people in the state, that how comes His Excellency achieved a lot in 2 years? Just 2 years. That is a secret, because he give them a lot of opportunity. It's just like you are in a football match. You let the half of the team play, and then you didn't let the half of the team. And that's why some of the states, some other people are failing. But because of the opportunity His Excellency gave them, and this is the reason why we're here today, we can see the commitment of the Honorable Commissioner, the way she brings this project to us, and also the commitment of my DG in KASEDA, the way we do a lot of things. I think with this, in this juncture, I welcome you all to Katsina State, and we look forward to do a very important summit, and we look forward to implement the project to the rural community. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruma. With this, you have utilized your 2 minutes very well. Your Excellency, before I go to the next agenda, may I acknowledge the presence of the National Coordinator, new partnership for African Development, NEPAD, in person of Honorable Jabiru Salisu Abdullah Sauri. He just came in here. I would like to also recognize the presence of Hajia Hawa Haliru, the Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Governors Spouses Forum. She's also here representing all the Governors Forum's wives. For instance, you also have the Honorable Commissioner of Budget, Kebbi State. He is representing His Excellency, the Governor of Kebbi. And on this note, I would like to Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs, Ogun State, Kabisi. Mama, you are welcome. Thank you. We fully recognize her presence. She came all the way from Ogun to join us on this project. You are welcome, and we have heard your stories that Ogun State has been doing very well in this Nigeria for Women project. Please, kudos to the Executive Governor of Ogun State and their ministry for doing a good job. Your Excellencies, permit me to invite the man who walks his words, the man who is on top of the affairs of Katsina State, the man who has been doing so much to liberate the women, in Katsina State, His Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State, Madam Diko Umarada, PhD, CY. Please join me to continue to put your hands together until he reaches the podium.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa nabiyyika wa rasulika an-nabiyyil ummi. Your Excellency, Executive Governor of Zamfara State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor. Your Excellency, Executive Governor of Jigawa State, ably represented by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor. My sister, the Honorable Minister, you are welcome to Katsina, and I know Katsina is your home, and I'm glad you are here. The commissioners representing their governors, Commissioner of Budget and Planning for Kebbi State, Commissioner for Women Affairs for Kaduna State, representing His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State, Commissioner from Ogun State, from my brother state, I am representing my brother Dafo, Commissioner of Women Affairs, Kano State, representing the Excellency, the Governor of Kano State. And then we have the Commissioner of Women Affairs from Jigawa State, from Kebbi State, from Gombe State. I think I've said all of them. Zamfara State, yes, because the Deputy Governor overshined you, so I think I'm carried away. The Senior Special Advisor to the President of Women Affairs, who is here herself. The National Coordinator of NEPAD. Let me finish with those from the federal government so that I will not offend the center. And then the Chief of Staff, Ghana House, the representative of the Honorable Speaker, ably represented by Honorable Ali Alba, Chairman Women Affairs Committee. Members of the Executive Council, representatives of their Royal Highnesses, our own man, the tax team leader, Mr. Michael, and all of your team that are here, the national coordinator of the program, our own state coordinator, but I've not forgotten our Commissioner of Women Affairs. I want to bring her last because she's the first. I want to mention her at last because of the wonderful things she has done in the ministry. All your teams, the works that are here, whom we all gathered here for, distinguished gentlemen, too numerous to mention, you are all welcome to Katsina State, the home of hospitality. I'm so excited with this program. Before I read my speech, I want to say that I'm very much excited with this program, and I want to say that we thank the Ministry of Women Affairs, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs for coordinating, and also World Bank for giving us this project, and the team that are running the project in the state. This is a project that will benefit 33,000 watts in the state from 3 local governments of Katsina, Funtua, and Daura local governments. And each ward has 25 members. And if you multiply it, you will have 800 and something thousand women that are benefiting from this only 3 local governments. And because of that, and because of the importance of this project, I said I will match these funds from our state government corpus so that we can have this program in all the 34 local governments. It is with great honor and deep sense of purpose that I welcome you all to this historic gathering, the Nigerian for Women Project Scale Up Summit, hosted in Katsina State. This summit is not just another meeting. It is a powerful statement of intent and a declaration that the time for inclusive development, women empowerment, and community transformation. Let me begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to our partners, the World Bank, the Ministry of Women Affairs, all stakeholders that made this summit possible. Your commitment in advancing the gender equality and women's empowerment is not only commendable but essential for the future of our nation under the leadership of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are gathered here at a pivotal moment in our national development journey and a moment when we must rethink how we approach growth, inclusion, and sustainability. For far too long, the voices and potentials of women have been overlooked and undervalued. But let me be clear that excluding women from development is not only unjust, but economically unwise. Because the evidence is overwhelming. When women are empowered with access to education, training, finance, and decision-making platforms, families thrive, economies grow, communities become more resilient and peaceful. This is not theory, it is reality, and it is realities we have seen unfold across many communities where intentional investments have been made in women's lives. Today, we are here to scale that success, to take what works and bring it to more women in more places with greater impact. Katsina State is proud to host this summit, not just as a venue, but as a committed partner in this mission. Under our administration, we have taken deliberate steps to integrate gender-responsive policies into our development framework. These include expanding access to quality education for girls, strengthening mental health services, supporting female entrepreneurs through grants and capacity building programs, engaging traditional leaders and civil society to dismantle harmful practices
and promote gender equality. Our goal is simple, yet transformative, to ensure that every woman and girl in the state has opportunity to reach her full potential, not as recipient of aid, but as an architect of change in our society. The presence of delegates from Kano, Jigawa, Kaduna, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kebbi, Gombe, and Ogun State underscores that this is not merely a state-level initiative, it is a national movement gaining momentum. A movement that recognizes women not as beneficiaries but as leaders, innovators, providers, and change makers. As a region, we face complex challenges: poverty, unemployment, insecurity, and limited access to basic services. But these issues cannot be solved without full participation of women. This is why the project like Project Nigeria for Women are so vital. They empower women to lead solutions and create jobs and build stronger communities. I believe with this project, over 2 million women are going to benefit, and that will be a very high-level poverty reduction investment. In Katsina, we have witnessed directly the power of collective action through women-led cooperatives and savings groups. We have seen how many small investments can transform life, enabling women to start businesses, support their families, and even contribute to local infrastructure. These are the stories that inspire us to do more, and they guide our next steps. For our effort to be sustainable, we must ensure that the systems we build today are strong and enduring, and this requires comprehensive training and mentorship program, access to microfinance and credit facilities, effective monitoring and evaluation frameworks, strong partnership between government, financial institutions, and civil society, and above all, political will and policy consistency. This summit must go beyond dialogue. It must lead to action, clear, measurable, and well-resourced actions that translate vision into impact. I urge all participant states to make renewed commitment to the goals of Nigerian for Women project. Let us share best practices. Identify challenges honestly, and leave this summit with concrete plans for implementation. To our development partners, especially the World Bank, thank you once again for your technical expertise and financial support. Your role has been instrumental in shaping this initiative. Moving forward, we look forward to deepening collaboration, particularly in strengthening data system, building grassroots capacity, and enhancing accountability through robust M&E mechanism. What we saw here today has really demonstrated ability for leadership, ability for organization, ability to support one another, and also ability to structure and implement their own things in their own way. And to the women leaders here today and to the countless others across our communities, I salute your courage, resilience, and leadership. You are the reason this summit exists. Your voices are guiding our policies. Your dreams are foiling our progress. We hear you, we see you, and we are committed to walking this path with you. You know, someone has mentioned here that neglect women and neglect bots. So we are not neglecting you, we are supporting you. In closing, let me assure you that the government of Katsina State remains fully committed to the success of Nigerian for Women project. And for the DTL, I want to assure you of the commitment of the Northwestern governors into this project. Our commitment is real. And this brings me to the fact that I did not recognize, however, the representative of the Nigerian Governors Forum. Please pardon me. We see it as part of our broader vision for a fairer, stronger, and more inclusive society. One where every woman can dream freely, work proudly, and succeed fully. I want to use this opportunity to thank Your Excellencies who find time to be with us today. The Honorable Minister, Ministry of Women Affairs, and all other distinguished who honored our invitation. Your presence here will not be taken for granted. We thank you very much. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless our state, Katsina. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To a takaice zan yi da Hausa. A takaice abinda nake son in ce a nan shine ina kira ga matan jihar Katsina. Dama ta zo da za ku amfana da abubuwan da gwamnati ta zo da shi. Abinda muka gani a yau bisa stage ɗin nan ya nuna mana cewa matanmu ma na iya. Matanmu ma sun san abin da suke. Matanmu su ma shirye suke su taimaki kansu, su taimaki 'yan uwansu, su taimaki ƙasarsu. Abinda wannan program ɗin ke koya min wanda ya bambanta da sauran programs. Wannan ba wai program ba ne wanda ake ɗauka kuɗi kawai a ba mutane. A'a, program ne wanda sai an koya muku shugabanci, so an koya muku taimakekeniyar kanku da kanku. Sai an koya muku yadda za ku kula da lissahi na business ɗinku. Sai an koya muku yadda za ku lura da shi business ɗin da kuke yi da kuma yadda za ku haɗa kanku ku taimaki kanku da kanku. To idan kun yi wannan ne, wannan shiri zai zo da tallafin da zai tallafa muku da na kuɗi da na kayan aiki domin ku bunƙasa aikinku, ku bunƙasa kasuwancinku maimakon wadda take yi a ɗaure ya zamana ta kafa masana'antar da take yin tsarinta. Kusan shirin da muka gani an nuna mu daga jihar Neja, da PS ɗin jihar Neja ya wakilci mai girma gwamna. Mun nuna mun macen da ta fara daga sai da awon masara tana yin wannan abun har ta kai ga gina gidaje, ta kai ga sayan babura, ta kai ga gina gidaje. Kuma wannan matan yadda na ga kun yi wannan tsarin a nan, ina tabbatar da cewa insha Allah kuma Allah kaɗai ya san inda za ku kai wajen cin nasara ga wannan aiki. Wannan abun jama'a sai kun yi nazari. Duka population namu a jihar Katsina wajen miliyan 10 ne. Amma wannan program ɗin da za a yi a ƙananan hukumomi guda 3 zai kusan talfama mata kusan miliyan 1 a wannan ƙananan hukumomin guda 3. Lissahin mai sauƙi ne. Wax ɗin nan da ake cewa nan ƙungiyoyin na mata za a yi guda 33,000 a ƙaramar hukumar Katsina, Huntuwa, Daura. Kowane guda ƙungiya guda ɗaya ta tannan kamar yadda kuka gansu 25 a nan. Kowace ƙungiya 3,000 ɗin nan tana da mutum 25. In ka buga lissahi za a ga wajen 800 da wani abu ne za su amfana. Kuma ana shaida muku cewa mu ma kuɗin gwamnatin jihar Katsina zan zuba kuɗi a cikin tsarin nan. Da mu da ƙananan hukumomi domin mu ga cewa ƙananan hukumominmu 34 na jihar Katsina sun amfana. A lokacin da aka sa ƙananan hukumomin nan sauran sai kaga wajen mace miliyan 2 ko fiye da haka ta amfana da wannan program. Ko shi kaɗai muka yi a matsayin gwamnati to mun yi abin da zai taimaki ƙasar nan don za mu hita cikin kangon talauci da ake ta mana gori da shi koyaushe mu a wannan bangaren na ƙasarmu. Da an ce talauci a ce arewa, da an ce rashin zuwa makaranta a ce arewa, da an ce kaza a ce arewa, bara arewa, komi arewa, kowane sakarci aka kwaso sai a kawo shi arewa. In Allah ya yarda sai mun canza wa'annan sunaye da ake kira mana a tsawon shugabancin da za mu wannan dawatawa. Duk inda ka taimaka ma mata miliyan 2 a jihar Katsina suka samu sana'ar da suke yi, to ka taimaka ma wajen mutum miliyan 10 ne, saboda 'ya'yansu za su tabbatar da sun je makaranta, 'ya'yansu za su tabbatar da ba su yin bara, 'ya'yansu za su tabbatar da suna sa kaya masu daraja ba kaya ke tattubo an da duwawunsu na waje suna yawo. To mutane matan na yadda naga kun zage, kuma kowa da ke tafiyar da wannan tsari yadda naga kun dage, to muna yi muku fata alheri. Kuma na tabbatar da shugabancin da muke da shi yanzu a Ministry na Women Affairs da wannan coordination unit na Nigerian for Women Project, na tabbatar da izinin Allah wannan abun ba karamin abu bane wanda za su, shi yasa sadda za a ɗauki wa'anda za su yi wannan aiki na Nigerian for Women, akwai mutane da yawa da suka zo wurin mu neman alfarma, muka ce a in ka iya za a ɗauke ka. Muka buga a jarida ka yi applying, wanda duk kaga an ɗauka cancanta shi da ilimin shi ta sa aka ɗauke shi domin mu samu ingancin tahiyar da tsarin yadda muke bukata, kuma domin matan jihar Katsina su amfana. Jama'a, duk inda aka bi tsari aka yi gaskiya za a zanna lafiya, duk inda aka sa son zuciya za a samu matsala. To Allah ya haɗa mu da dacewa, Allah ya hana mu son zuciya. Kuma ina muku fata alheri, ina kuma yi muku fata alheri, kuma ina ƙara ƙarfafa muku gwiwa. Ma da Katsina wannan program ɗin ku dage akan shi, alheri ne, arziki ne, zaman lafiya ne, maganin talauci ne, maganin matsalar tsaro ne. Allah ya mai da kowa gidan shi lafiya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you, DJ. Alhamdulillahi, mun saurari a jawabin mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina, Malam Diko Marada PSCON, kuma ya yi cikin harshen Turanci, ya yi cikin harshen Hausa, saboda haka babu wahalar da shari'a wajen fassara. Your Excellency, mun gode. Kafin mu yi addu'a mu yi taken Najeriya, da Allah ga wata muhimmiyar sanarwa. Wannan kofar inda 'yan jarida suke, da Allah duka tunda mun gama abin da ake yi a nan a ba da wuri, kuma ita ce kadai hanyar da manyan baki da suke nan gaba za su bi domin shiga cikin wannan hall din. Please, I would like to make this announcement that this door where the press crew are is only meant for the high table to get entrance into the banquet hall. Please, those of us that are behind the high table should use the rear door to gain entrance into the hall, please. Please, we are pleading that are here. The door is only meant for His Excellency the Governor and members of the high table, please. So my friends, the cameraman, please, can you clear away from there? And Your Excellency, on this note, I would like to invite the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Alhaji Musa Adamu, to lead us in the closing prayer. Closing prayer. Then we take the national anthem, Mata kun yafe mamu women's anthem? An yafe. Honorable Minister ta ce ta yafe. We are for you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وسلم كما صليت على وعلى آله وسلم يا الله يا الله Shari Shahu gather us in very important occasion. We seek your blessing as we gather here for the very important thing, and we seek your intervention, your guidance and protection. Allahu ar-Rahman ar-Rahim ar-Razaq wal-Mulk wal-Barakah. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa qina
to kafin mu rufe dai da taken Najeriya, mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina ya bani sako ba ga kowa ba ga shugabarsa ta bangaren mata, wato mataimakin shugaban jam'iyyar APC ta ƙasa baki ɗaya Hajiya Zainab. Ya ce ba da haƙuri don kada kuma a koma Abuja da an kore shi daga jam'iyya. So you are fully recognized by His Excellency, the National Deputy Women Leader, National Deputy Chairman, APC, Hajiya Zainab. You are welcome to Katsina, the home of heritage and hospitality, by His Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State. And DJ, are you ready with the national anthem? May you please rise for the national anthem. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians own and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children, a banner without shame. Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria.